From the last few lectures, we have been using the terms dispersion and spectrum commonly, but till now we have not defined them. So in this lecture, let us define them. So let us first consider a prism. Let us understand them with an example. It is a prism, and what happens when white light falls into it? It get dispersed. Okay, it get dispersed like this. So the phenomena in which light gets dispersed means it gets separated in multiple colors. This phenomena is known as dispersion. So what we can say that here dispersion takes place. Dispersion. Dispersion is basically when light falls into a prism, it gets split into multiple colors. This is dispersion. Okay. And when after further refraction, now it will further refract and go like this, and again similarly this would go like this. If we obtained its image on the screen, let us place a screen over here. If we see its image like this, if we obtain the same in the screen, what we see over here is that it is the spectrum. Okay, so it is the spectrum. Okay, so this is the basic understanding of dispersion and spectrum. So let's write their definition now. Dispersion. So about dispersion, we can write it is the process of splitting of white light by a prism into its constituent colors. Okay, so this is the definition of dispersion. Means white light splits into its constituent colors. So this is dispersion. And let's write about spectrum. Spectrum. What is spectrum? The band of colors obtained after refraction through prism, or you can say that after refraction on screen when white light passes through a prism. So this is spectrum, the band of colors obtained after refraction on a screen when white light passes through a prism is known as spectrum. Okay, so spectrum is basically result of dispersion. Spectrum takes place because here dispersion occurred. If there was no dispersion, no spectrum would take place over. So you can write spectrum is the result of dispersion. Okay, so this is the point. And again, if we write the actual reason of dispersion, so cause of dispersion in a single line or word, what is the reason? Is that differ or differ in wavelength of light. Okay, or differ in wavelength of light. This is the actual reason of dispersion. let us write an important note over here is that keep in mind that dispersion takes place in this surface only. Okay, means the very first surface. When white light falls into this first surface, dispersion takes place in first surface only. And apart from dispersion, what happens over here is that light also get refract. Dispersion takes place along with refraction over here. And in this second surface, what happens? Dispersion already took place in the first surface. In the second surface, what happened is that only refraction take place. Okay, so or you can say only deviation. Light only deviate in this. In the second surface, there is no dispersion as light is already split. So we can write is that note dispersion occurs in the very first surface of the prism. However, deviation occurs in both of the surfaces. Okay, so this was the whole discussion about dispersion and spectrum.